Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, Tidy with Toya. This your girl Toya. I am not going to be talking a lot in this video, y'all, doing voiceovers because I do enough talking in this video. This is part 2 of my paper declutter, and I hope y'all enjoy. All right, y'all. So I have organized the top part of the file cabinet that I'm going to show you here in a second. I have not gone through my husband's paperwork because I really feel like he needs to go through his paperwork and figure out what he wants to keep and what he actually wants to store away long term. And then we can figure out the rest. But I've gone through some things that I know he'll want to keep, but the rest he's going to have to determine himself. So I did it for myself, for the children. And so I want to show you what I have come up with so far. So when we get mail and things that come in, this little receptacle here, actually, these two will be on the bottom, and then his two will be on the top. And I might even cut these folders and like so that we can see all of them at the same time, and then you know, take the paper and fold it up, because there's not going to be much paper in here. I don't get a whole lot of stuff via mail. Leo gets more mail, actual paper mail, than I do. So the file that we need to pay, and then stuff that I need to file away short term, and then the things that Leo needs to pay, and then the things that Leo needs to file away. And so then here is actually our long-term filing. So any bills that we may need during tax time, information on both of our cars, any sort of memories. And this is actually something that Clutterbug said could be separate, but there's not a ton in here. So right now we just have memories stored in long term, because it's just right now it's obituaries, and then some like graduation, some of my graduation stuff, and I'm sure he has some things that he'll want to store in here as well. Anything that we have purchased. Actually, I made 2 purchase folders, so yeah, that's not the accurate one. Any sort of records, whether that is certificates or rentals, tax paperwork, so stuff for our FSA or HSA, tax paperwork for me and Leo, and then student loan stuff. And then I have a section for medical records, so I have a folder for each one of us, actually, for medical records. And then there is a spot in here in the back for retirement. I don't really know if I'm gonna keep that there, but it's there for right now. As far as purchases, right now I just have jewelry as like a major purchase. I should have stuff in there like receipts from when we purchased our television and all that, but not quite in there yet. And then an insurance folder as well. What else is back here? Oh, that's an empty folder. So that is what I have for right now. And then this pile right here is everything that is trash. And then there's a little bit of trash that's in here, like the smaller piece of paper that I didn't want to necessarily have all over the floor to vacuum and all that such. And then the other thing that I am going to make is a home management folder or binder. And so this binder is going to hold all of our I think I'll put like favorite recipes in here. I will put information about the like menus for places that we eat at all the time, like information about bills that we pay on a consistent basis. These are like the things that, you know, you may refer to coupons, you know, for certain things. So things that we refer to all the time, instead of having them in a random drawer, keeping them in a binder. And then the other thing that I probably will create, it will be sort of in a drop zone. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do it at the moment, but right now it's going to be a for reference type folder or section, and that will be you know, like sale ads if we get those in the mail, any sort of, you know, magazines or anything that I want to refer back to, and for the items that come through the mail, I'll give myself at, the end of each week to go through and take care of stuff or file stuff away so that it does not get cluttered in that one area. So I am going to share this information with my husband as well, because I tend to change stuff around and not really communicate with him. He hates that. So I have a little bit of paper that's still left on the floor from my from just decluttering the paper clutter from earlier, and so I'm going to file those things away in the appropriate places. And then also I forgot to mention, I also have this folder right here, and so this accordion file, I will add stuff to it as the year goes on, and this is going to be short term. And so when it comes time for reconciling of taxes or filing stuff away at the end of the year, this short term file will either turn into long-term stuff or some of the stuff will be tossed. But this is where I'll file the short-term stuff that comes in that needs to be filed away from the immediate section. So typically when I create an organization system, I stick to it. And so I'm hoping that I do that this go round. I really have to get my husband on board as well. Yeah, so that is the paper organization that I've done for right now. Definitely hope this helped to get someone jump started to start in on your paper clutter. I think, I just really needed to actually have time to sit down and do it. So hopefully you'll have the time to sit down and do it sooner rather than later, because I think doing this and seeing how much stuff we actually keep that we don't need to keep, I think really kind of cleared my mind. And then I can get to all the other stuff that I need to do.